The Animal Crossing series has been around since 2001, making it one of the most popular social simulation games out there. That said, those who play Animal Crossing New Horizons tend to prefer certain villagers to others. To find the perfect new addition to the town, many players happily make a swift exit from the island and embark on a Nook Miles Island tour to seek other villagers. Some Animal Crossing villagers have gained notoriety for their looks, theme, rarity, personality, and sometimes even a combination of all four factors. Thanks to their popularity, many of these favorable villagers are expensive and fetch a surprisingly high price if players wish to sell them to friends or on online forums and groups. Koko is a coconut gyroid bunny and one of the more unique-looking villagers in the game, and has also become one of the most popular. Her expression never changes, yet there is a lot to love about her. Koko has a very calm and peaceful personality and always stays in the present. Nothing can faze or upset her, making it incredibly easy to become friends with Koko. Although some villagers look like they have spent an arm and a leg to have their homes perfectly reflect their aesthetic, Koko's home is relatively rougher around the edges. It seems like she brought the outdoors into her house, replete with stone tables and a hay bed. The snooty bear cub Judy is a new villager in New Horizons. Fans think her name may reference Judy Garland, a testament to her natural elegance. Judy's anime eyes are just too cute, not to mention her fur features and pink and blue ombre design. The pink fairy tale dress Judy wears upon moving to the player's islands is the cherry on top for this popular Animal Crossing villager. Snooty villagers love to gossip and can appear rude upon first meeting, but Judy's icy exterior will soon thaw. Adorably, this little bear will get on with any cranky villagers residing on players' islands. Bo is a lazy deer villager who only thinks of eating. The sweater he initially wears when he arrives at the island and his cabin home makes him an ideal villager for someone with a fall or winter-themed island. Plus, his large eyes make him even more adorable. Bo's tired eyes also solidify him as the most adorable lazy villager, since his appearance fits his personality. Bo is a friend to everyone who wants to live his best relaxing life as one of the best and most popular Animal Crossing New Horizons villagers. A lazy chicken villager who's appeared in every Animal Crossing game, Eggbert has been gaining popularity more recently as a growing part of the community finds him cute and charming. Eggbert's hobby is play, and he'll often be found running around with his arms out. Eggbert's default clothing was the same in every Animal Crossing game until New Horizons, when his trademark swell tee was swapped out for a red folk shirt. When it comes to home interior, Eggbert's feels like a cozy log cabin in the woods. Mitzy is a cat villager who's partially so popular because she's been in every single Animal Crossing game, including the most recent entry, New Horizons. Mitzy has a friendly and easygoing personality, getting along with most villagers. In New Horizons specifically, Mitzy's hobby is education, and she can sometimes be seen wearing glasses or reading books while outside. The interior of Mitzy's house leans into this theme, too, being filled with books and having a studious, organized feel. Anka is an Egyptian-themed cat. With an ornate appearance and memorable personality, it is not surprising why so many players want her to be a part of their island. She has been in every Animal Crossing game except Wild World, Animal Forest, and Pocket Camp. Anka's name is based on the hieroglyphic character, Ankh, which translates to life. There are tons of theories about Anka. One of the more popular ones is that her regal aesthetic pays homage to the Egyptian pharaoh Tutankhamun. Furthermore, Anka also resembles the ancient Abyssinian cat breed. Anka's regal appearance and overall aesthetic make her one of Animal Crossing New Horizons' most popular villagers. Lolly has a normal-type personality and is a classic cat villager who's been in all Animal Crossing games except for Wild World, leading to her long-time popularity. Lolly's a basic silver cat with white paws, a white mouth and dark gray facial, ear, and body stripes, and her simple design is part of her charm. Lolly's another villager who can sing anywhere without a stereo, thanks to her singing hobby. Her house makes use of the wooden set, giving Lolly's home a simple charm that matches her personality and appearance. Lucky is a mummy dog villager that has the perfect amount of cuteness and creepiness. His one yellow eye shines through his bandages, emphasizing his eerie appearance. Yet, he is one of the happier and more popular villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Lucky is a lazy villager who loves to eat and have fun. The juxtaposition of his fun-loving nature and unsettling look makes him a fan favorite. Plus, his house has the perfect aesthetic for players looking for a more elevated, gothic look for their islands. Zucker is a popular octopus villager first introduced in Animal Crossing New Leaf. As a lazy-type villager, Zucker prefers to hang around the island, thinking about food and how to maximize his relaxation. Zucker is beloved not only for his fascination with food, but also for his adorable, food-like appearance. Zucker's character model is based on a Japanese dish called takoyaki, which is made with octopus. Though it is a little morbid, Zucker's sauce hair and toothpick stick make him all the more lovable. Plus, his character house is perfect for islanders looking for a more natural look for their island motif. Maple is one of the many bear-like villagers that people love in the casual Animal Crossing New Horizons. This villager has been in all the Animal Crossing games, making her an all-time fan favorite. Maple is a normal-type personality villager who can be seen around the island reading wearing her thick-frame glasses, which look incredibly adorable on her, and using a magnifying glass to observe objects. Most Animal Crossing players can't help but fall in love with this sweet and soft villager. One of the most adorable villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons, Molly is a fan favorite among duck-loving players. She's modeled after a brown mallard duck, and she has a normal-type personality, which is one of the players' favorite personalities in the game since these villagers are known to be gentle, funny, and warm. Molly has been around the Animal Crossing franchise since New Leaf, the 2012 Nintendo 3DS installment, so for many players Molly has been a favorite villager for a long time. It's always great for fans of Animal Crossing to encounter the classic villagers in Animal Crossing New Horizons. Sasha was added in Animal Crossing New Horizons free update on November 4, 2021, and quickly became a fan favorite. He's the only male villager to have the fashion hobby, and his house is adorably moon-themed in Happy Home Paradise, which is a reference to the Japanese myth of the moon rabbit. The interior of Sasha's house is dreamlike, containing much of the dreamy set and making use of bright colors. Sasha was actually added to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp about 2 weeks before his addition into New Horizons, and is the only male villager in the Animal Crossing mobile game to prefer a cute theme. First brought into the series when New Horizons came out, Sherbet is a lazy villager named after the blue candy Sherbet. This Capricorn is winter-themed, wearing a snowflake sweater when he first moves onto players' islands. Because of his laid-back attitude, Sherbet is one of the easiest Animal Crossing villagers to get along with. That said, players can find Sherbet engaging in disagreements with jock villagers, thanks to their differing lifestyles. Sherbet's house is filled with the sounds of Hypno-KK and the sky blue variant of the cute furniture set. Fauna debuted in New Leaf, but her popularity only grew when she joined New Horizons villager lineup. She has a pleasant and relatable personality type, making her one of the easiest villagers to befriend. She also has a solid routine, consistently waking up at 6 in the morning and making the time to enjoy nature. Fauna debuted in New Leaf, but her popularity only grew when she joined New Horizons villager lineup. She has a pleasant and relatable personality type, making her one of the easiest villagers to befriend. She also has a solid routine, consistently waking up at 6 in the morning and making the time to enjoy nature. Although Fauna gets along with most personality types, she frequently clashes with sisterly and cranky types. She is reliable and one of the most well-mannered villagers in the series. Fauna wants to become a teacher, and her skill is performing mental math. Stitches is based on every child's favorite toy, a tattered teddy bear. One of the few villagers in the game who is not an animal at all, Stitches is officially categorized as a cub. Stitch's unique appearance and laid-back personality have endeared him to fans, making him one of Animal Crossing New Horizons' most popular villagers despite having been part of the series since Wild World for the Nintendo DS. A cute rainbow villager with a kidcore-esque home and a lackadaisical personality, Stitches remains a hopelessly endearing addition to every fan's island. Players will likely spot Stitches fishing since he uses his catches as cooking ingredients. Stitch's favorite KK tracks are Lullaby and I Love You. A petite and well-dressed fellow, it is likely that Marshall's name has something to do with his marshmallow-like physical appearance. His sulky expression explains his catchphrase, which he will use until the player gets the chance to change it. Smug villagers are gentlemanly but tend to get slightly egotistical from time to time, making them a humorous addition to many a town. Similarly, Marshall's mean yet endearing personality has made him popular among Animal Crossing fans. It is amazing how someone with such rosy cheeks constantly looks so pouty and tired of everything. Fuchsia has become more popular recently. A dear villager with a big sister-type personality, Fuchsia was first introduced in Animal Crossing: New Leaf. Fuchsia is a warm and friendly character who always supports her fellow villagers, and her home's aesthetic is equally inviting. As her hobby is music, Fuchsia can start singing throughout the island without the need for a radio or other music source. She also gets along with jock-type villagers thanks to her varied hobbies, often treating others like her little siblings. She's appeared on the cover of KK Disco and is currently one of the most popular Animal Crossing New Horizons villagers. Raymond is a relatively new fan favorite, having become one of the most popular villages after the release of New Horizons. He was subsequently added to the mobile game Pocket Camp. This smug cat villager is dedicated to keeping his surroundings tidy, and he is always working on something. Much like his rarity in the game itself, Raymond's heterochromia is an incredibly delightful aesthetic. His brown right eye and green left eye all but made him an overnight sensation. Fans have been shelling out large amounts of bells, or even real money in some cases, to get this gray cat on their island. Bob has been in every Animal Crossing game, making him one of the most popular characters in the entire franchise. He can be described as a rather lazy, purple-toned cat with a birthday on New Year's. A few players speculate that Bob was the first villager designed for the Animal Crossing series. Regardless, fans love Bob because of his unique appearance and easygoing personality. He does not care what other people think of him, much to the annoyance of the other villagers. Instead, Bob gets along with most other personality types, including the snootiest villagers. Plus, his catchphrase makes it sound like he is coughing up a huge hairball. Introduced in the 2.0 update, Shino is a Japanese-inspired deer character. Following the announcement of new villagers' arrivals into the game in October 2021, fans seem to have their eyes on Shino in particular. Shino's name combines the Japanese words shika and no, a species of deer and a type of theater, with the female name Yoshino. Shino has a peppy personality type and an adorable design with a morning glory yukata. Easy to befriend and often in high spirits, it is no wonder this deer has become one of the most popular Animal Crossing New Horizons characters.